Log recording. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's the 3rd of November, 2023. It's Friday. It blew me away when I saw Ken Mattingly's name as the obit. Man, did that piss me off a little bit. And it kind of rattled my cage a bit on this one. I mean, hell, there was a lot of astronauts in there I didn't hardly paid attention to, and I should have. The reason why I keep going over to some of the movie sites and the television series once in a while just to see the names on there. From the backup crew to the primary crews of Apollo. And then here's Ken's name on it. I'm like, what? Ken Mattingly? I didn't even recognize his name on the shuttle programs. But after so many damn shuttle programs, I lost track of who the hell's who. In the Mercury, you had 7. One guy gets out because of a medical condition, Deke Slade. Then you had Gemini. You had about maybe, 10 or 12 missions? 2 guys apiece, so that's 24 guys you had to remember. Apollo comes up, 17. Now you got crews of 3 in there, plus backup crews. Oh my God, I'm driving myself crazy over that damn thing. Whoo! So it was a lot of astronauts. I need a scorecard to keep track of these guys. And it still mattered to me. I mean, then you had a Skylab mission. And you had Apollo Soyuz. And after that, no more Saturns going up. No more Redstones. You had a Space Shuttle mission. We had maybe 2 guys and 4 guys and 6 people. Maybe 8 people crammed in those ships. Lose 2 ships. Challenger and Columbia. Challenger blows up. O-ring damage on that one. And then Columbia breaks apart because of tile damage. There was not a damn thing they could have done about it. They call it risks. Everyone was afraid of. Every time I kept thinking about it and rereading it and gone over the information, everyone was afraid of the Apollo program of Gemini, hell, let alone Mercury blowing up on the damn pad where astronaut goes boom. Oh my, holy crap. I saw that when Challenger blew up, and I still couldn't fathom it to this day. It was not until I started seeing some of the other information online about it, and there was also a documentary on it on HBO a couple of decades ago, or within that time period, that they actually did something about the space shuttle program losing the Challenger. They didn't say anything about Columbia, though. The Challenger. The Columbia was hard enough to take. It was very critical that they had to. It was very critical that they had to keep doing maintenance on these machines. They had to. I mean, crap. The capsules going up and down. Yeah, they had the heat shields and had to make sure those damn capsules were working perfectly, up and back, and that was it. Shuttles were reusable. They had to keep on top of the damn maintenance, and it was more expensive keeping those machines alive than it was keeping up an F-14 Tomcat. And they canceled that damn thing after about, 30 years? 30 years of usage of that winged beastie? And she was a beautiful craft, too. Oh, my God, I fell in love with it. Hell, they can keep the F-18. Ah, the Tomcat was a beauty. Oh, I miss looking at that crap. They've got an air museum out here in the desert in Palmdale. And they would see some of these craft over here. I'd drool over them. I think my brother and I took a trip over there one time. Yeah, I think we did. And I saw this Tomcat. Felt it. It was just like going over to the air shows. It was like going to the air shows. You see him static. You see him with a missile arm. You talk to the pilots about it, but it was just smelling that jet fuel coming out of JP-8. Oh. Seeing his sleek beauty. Wings swept in. One had its wings swept out. Screw Tomcat movie. Top Gun. It's like, screw that one. You had to see this bird up close. You had to feel its edges. You had to admire the engineering of this damn monster. I just had to look at this beast and just fell in love with it. And as an enthusiast of sorts, I had to get me a toy and lost that one, though, unfortunately. But it was a swept back one. Made you want to believe that you could fly that ship in the real pilot and go through it. I go through supersonic in that son of a bitch. Yeah, Top Gun was a good advertiser for the Navy. But you had to go to air shows, indeed, and see it in action. I saw it in action. El Toro Marine Corps Station, back in the early 90s before they shut her down, turned her into a park. Last of it out there. Let's see. Oh, I got my driver's license. Got my license back in, what, 89, 90? Almost 91, somewhere in that time. I would have to look at my license to see when the hell it was issued. It was back then that I wanted to go see the air show out in El Toro. I wanted Dave to take me over there. Dave says, I'll take you over there, but you're driving back. I'm going, what? You're driving back. I'll drive us down there, but you're driving back. Okay. Got my license, scared as hell of driving. I got to drive on the damn freeway and pray to God we didn't get ourselves killed. Well, we drove down there. We had a hell of a time. It was right in San Diego County area. Vast Marine base. Almost close to the flight line. We could see the airplanes flying like crazy. The Thunderbirds were alright. The Blue Angels were alright. But when I saw the Tomcat fly, I'm like, whoa. It was even worse is when I saw, and I had seen other pilots do this with different aircraft. But for me, seeing the Tomcat, I'm like, flying like this, right above the deck. Maintaining control with the swept wings, and he's just controlling the nozzle. This was mastery on a pilot, doing that above the deck, and then blasting off. I'm like, ah! And then it came time to go home. It took us about an hour trying to find a damn car in a huge lot that they had. There's a lot of cars parked over there. And there it was, the beast. Datsun B210 green hatchback with Armstrong steering, no doubt. Screw power steering, you had to have Armstrong on that one. turn this damn beastie. I was a lot skinnier during those days. So was my brother. He had set up a CB radio inside the car. And it was my turn to help. He was going to navigate. I helped navigate him get it down there. He was going to help navigate it and sleep the rest of the time. Schmuck. So I'm driving in the car. I'm scared shitless. I'm praying to God like crazy on this one. I'm like, God, relax, relax. Turn the radio on. I don't want to turn the radio on. Well, let me turn on the CB. Okay, fine. You turn on the CB. And he's listening to things on the CB. And I'm like, will you relax? I'm not relaxed, Dave. I'm driving in the car. Almost about to be killed in this place over here. I want to go home. I never did like driving. I never did. I never did trust myself in a car. I never had the courage to continue driving. I never wanted it. I never wanted to be in that position where I'm going to kill somebody in a car because my skills weren't up to speed. In order to get the skills, you have to be confident in what you're doing as you're constantly doing this damn thing. But other people take advantage of it and scare the living crap out of people. I discovered that the hard way. People make the wrong ass decisions, damn near kill other people. I'm supposed to watch out for things like that. I'm supposed to watch out for things that are not trying to kill me in the process. How the hell was I supposed to be able to do that? I couldn't figure it out. I didn't want to figure it out. I wanted to stay alive, damn it. So, that's what happened. Got home safe. Parked the car in front. I says, did you boys have a good time? Yes, we did. Did he drive, Dave? Yes, he did. He did excellent. Good, Johnny. How do you feel? I want to throw up, Ma. You know where the bathroom's at. And I was scared shitless. David knew I was scared shitless. He knew I would let him drive all the time. But I didn't trust myself enough to be in that damn car or any other kind of car. Taking that kind of responsibility, it scared the hell out of me. Back in 76, we were moving from North Hollywood over to Arleta. And this is where it stems from. Only I'm a kid, I'm a passenger. I'm helping out with the move. I'm going to be turning 10. Dave and I are going. Dave just got his license about less than a month. So he's getting his driver's experience at this point. It wasn't Ma driving. Ma had to take care of Grandma and Aunt May at home. In the new home over in Arleta. David's whizzing through the streets. He's scaring the hell out of me. He's got the radio on. He's enjoying himself. He's cocky as hell on this damn shit. He's not endangering himself, but he's cocky as hell on this damn shit. We go into the side streets as we get closer. He goes right through the area where Madison Junior High is in the back area. Rounds a corner. There's Market Basket. The back streets, we're seeing Market Basket and the other shops. So we're heading up to Ethel. And then we hit it. There was a cat. I think it was a cat. We hit oil and water at the same time. David loses control of the car. Car fishtail spins once. And we go right into a damn pole. Yeah, that was a tree. Right into the frickin' tree. Oh my God. In the Dodge Start, actually in the Dodge Monaco station wagon series. It was about several years old. But still, in that kind of series, they would have padding on top of the dashboard. Foam padding with plastic on it. Plastic decoration. On the bottom, on the passenger side, where there's a glove compartment. And it'll be metal. That's where you put your drinks and stuff. If you're going to a drive-in movie, you gotta put your drinks on something. I hit the metal. As a young kid, smashed my face in. I barely saw out of the damn thing. All I know is my body went into shock and I was throwing up like crazy. We had donuts. We had donuts that day. I ate a couple of donuts just to keep something in the stomach to keep me fueled up. Oh, they went up. Boy, did they go up. I'm trapped in the car. I was the only one wearing a seatbelt, by the way. They didn't have, during those times, a shoulder strap. They just had the lap belt. I had mine tight. My brother had to take a knife and cut it. He's already mangled already, and he's taking a pocket knife of his, is cutting me out and getting my ass dragged through the front end. Actually through the driver's side and getting out of the car. And then we're sitting right next to it, and people are mulling around saying, "Oh, you're all right, all right. Call 911. Actually, call the ambulance. Call an ambulance. Call fire department. Call. Oh, you all right? Can you hear me? Dave? Yeah, John. What are we going to tell Ma? I don't know, but she's going to kill us. Oh, no. We killed her car. Our lives could have been dead at that point. We could have been dying at that point. We worried about pissing off Mom more, and about the car being wrecked. It was the only source of transportation we had. Fuck. That was a nightmare in itself. I don't even know how we survived without the car for 2 or 3 months. I don't even remember it. I remember we got an extended family and good friends that lasted for several decades until they lost their mother, and then they drifted away. But at the time, she needed help. The boys were over at Riverside. I'm rowing in an ambulance's service area in there. I'm throwing up like crazy. I'm still in shock. I didn't realize there was so much donut left in my stomach. Dave could get stabilized. He could get bandaged up and splinted up with no issue. Me, I'm in the emergency room throwing up. Take me over to Children's Hospital. They stabilized me over at Riverside Community. And then they get me over to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. That's where the real fun began over there. But that incident was the start of it. Get older, go to high school. In high school, they train you how to do driver's ed. Well, I took driver's ed classes. I didn't go through the simulators. I just took the damn paperwork. The real work is putting you behind the wheel with a madman. Man, guy scared the shit out of me. He'd been with him for a long while with the LA Unified School District at the time. There's 4 students in there and 1 trainer. And we had to take turns driving. Scared the shit out of all of us. Now, they didn't have it during those times in that particular car, dual steering wheels. So, but they did have the pedals on both sides. Accelerator and the brake. He scared the fuck out of me. God almighty, he scared the shit out of me. I could try driving straight enough, but if it wasn't straight enough for him, he'd be yanking at the damn wheel. And if I'm not going fast enough, he hits the damn accelerator. If I'm going too slow, actually, if I'm going too fast, he hits the brake. If I'm going too slow, he hits the accelerator. This is training me? And I have survived about 2 or 3 weeks with this asshole? Finally, I survived this guy and actually did a lot better because he got going, singing some kind of damn song to himself at this point over here. If I'm doing okay, let him sing his heart out. I'm still scared shitless because I don't want to die in the damn car. So I get the learner's permit. Ma's thrilled. She wants me to use the learner's permit. So I'm not using a learner's permit. Come on, John. You're going to drive. I'm not going to drive. I'm not going to die behind the wheel. John, we need you to drive. I'm not driving, Ma. I'll ride a damn bike if I have to. I'm not talking about just a motorized bike. I'm just talking about a regular pedaler. You know, I learned how to ride a bike. I didn't kill myself on a damn bike, and I like riding a bike. I rode Ma's bike a few times. Ma's was a monster. A rare monster. Had it stolen once. Dave had to find out who had stolen it and got it back from him. I never did do that one, but I got my own damn bike to ride. If I was going to get groceries, put it on a backpack or put it on a basket in front of me, I'd be going. I'd be maintaining speed. I'd be maintaining alertness. I was in control and I didn't mind because this way I knew what the hell was going on a two-wheeler. But that's fine. A four-wheeler in the middle of the traffic scared the fuck out of me. But I had to put myself in traffic, and most of the time I was on sidewalks. But oh well. When I got to the point of adulthood and I'm working, Mom was still on my ass on this one. She insisted, and we had a Sears account at the time. We were living in Spalding at the time on Woodley between Ray and we were close to Rain Street and by Nordoff. But we were one house away from Rayin. Oh, more I could talk about that one, but getting back to the story concerning about surviving a car, Ma decided it was time for me to learn. I'm working. What she want me to do? I'm working my ass off at a job in retail hell. Depending upon the bus to get me to and from work. But she still wanted me to drive because I would be the emergency release driver. If anything happened to David, I had to be driving. And things happened to my brother, so I had to be driving. I had no choice. Dave was in a position to legally not drive the damn thing. There's a long story on that one too, another video, another time on that one. But my time, my turn. I was afraid I was going to get another Van Hoos who was going to scare the frack out of me. No, there's this guy, mild, 30-something-year-old guy. Very nice, very pleasant. I guess Ma had talked to Sears Auto to driver school to get a guy who's going to be mild-mannered enough to deal with a guy like me. I'm scared enough as it is. He was professional. He was sweet. He was pleasant enough to deal with. He explained things. He actually explained things. A couple of times in his car. It would be in his car. And we'd go around the neighborhood. We'd go in the streets. He would let me drive over to the work, and he'd drive the car off. I'd take a bus home or get transportation home from Dave. At nighttime, I wasn't so good, but I had to get trained on that one. But I was still scared. And then I'd got the license. Nervous as hell going through driver's training. Actually, going through DMV for the testing. But the instructor said I was ready for it because I was paying attention. And I missed two things on the DMV. A little shoddy on the 3-point. And something else happened on the other one. I don't know. But two knockoffs. Other than that, I would be perfect. I was scared shitless of the damn thing. 3 weeks later, I get the damn license. Oh, God, no. No, not the license. Mom's like, yay. Dave's like, yay. I'm like, no, we're going to end my life. God, no. I don't want to do this. Ma didn't trust me enough. I don't blame her. She didn't ride with me. Oh, God, when she rode with David all the time, she'd be riding his ass like crazy, and they'd be bickering back and forth and loving it. Me, I'm in the back end of the seats, and I'd be listening to all the damn shit going on with these two. But Ma never drove with me. She never rode with me, actually. I'd ride with her when she was going to different places. Up until the time when she couldn't drive no more. But David was the one who was with me all the time, every time I got into a damn car. Or a van. I preferred a van. It was hard as hell for me to get into the station wagons. But the van, I could see everything. I could see everything around me. If I was going to drive, I would be driving a van. At least I could see everything. Not just be low, but see everything in the top. But it was... We moved out here to the... Actually, driving in San Fernando Valley was a nightmare in itself. Very few times I drove in the valley. It scared the shit out of me in that place. Too compact, and guys like to floor it all over the damn place. You get out here to the desert, it's even worse. It's not compact, it's spread out, and they still floor like crazy. And it's still scary as hell. When we lost the car, I lost the will to drive another thing here. Again, we couldn't get another car. When we moved into this apartment complex, we didn't have a car working anymore. We had a paperweight. Got in here about 2015. And we already killed our car. We depended upon a U-Haul truck for a time. Past the time. Had stuff in it. We had to turn it in. Otherwise, the cops would turn us in. Actually, U-Haul would turn us in. I never drove again. I'm not quite sure if I want to either. I'll walk it. I'll use public transportation. It's the only thing I can do these days, but I don't trust myself behind the wheel anymore. I never had felt comfortable driving getting behind the wheel and driving. I know I said I preferred doing a van because I could see the landscape around me and see what's coming up. Low station wagon scared the shit out of me. I needed a higher up, a higher elevation to drive, and maybe feel slightly comfortable with it. But what drove me crazy is I had a license for a long while. I had a license. I still don't want to drive ever again. I had to get that off my damn chest.